All right. Hi, class. How are we doing today?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Oh, I like your orange shirt. I like
Oh,
your orange shirt. That's
thank you.
cool.
Thank you.
Is, is that orange? Is that orange or peach? Is that
It's
orange or peach?
it's actually more of like a yellow, like a burnt, like a mustard. It kind of just looks orange in my lighting.
Oh.
So, so today we're just gonna do a quick, what's up?
I like orange. I like yellow.
You like yellow? Yeah, you're wearing yellow, Emily, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, yellow is one of my favorite colors. So let's get to what we're going to talk about today. So today we're talking about character and theme from the book Bud Not Buddy. Do you guys know that book?
Yes, we read that. We read the first chapter.
Yes. So can you Mina, are you able to give me just a brief summarization of what have might happened in the first chapter?
Yes. So, um, Buddy and his friend, Jerry, they have to they have to go to a foster home, but they don't want to go. And they're like really sad, but they have to go and Jerry is he's like crying, but Buddy, he's not crying because he said he can't cry anymore. And so he tries to be nice to Jerry to help him not be so sad. And then he finds like something with his dad's he finds something with his dad's picture on it, or it's a flyer and he thinks it's his dad, but he doesn't really know.
Yeah. So you just read the first chapter, right?
Yes.
Yes. So does anybody else want to add anything that happened in the first chapter? Jayla?
Yeah. So he said that he got hurt when he was at another home. Well, he said that like that you have to start acting like an adult when you're 6 years old because people treat you like you're an adult. And because he said that one time when he was at a foster home, somebody hit him. He said, well, he said in the book that if you don't understand what people are saying, that they'll hit you and throw you to the floor. So I think that's what happened to him, and that's real sad because if an adult hit him like that, that's mean. That's mean. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know if the book necessarily talked about hitting people. I think it just talked about going from foster homes and not having a family and having to find a family, I think. Will, do
Uh-huh.
you have anything you
Uh-huh.
want to?
And uh no.
No, that's
No.
okay. So do you guys know what a character is in a book? Can anybody raise their hand and
Yes,
tell me?
I know what a character is.
Oh, wait.
I know. I know.
Can we see if somebody else wants to try it all, Mina? You've been really helpful so far, but let's see if anybody else can answer. Carlos?
Uh, yeah, a character, it's like somebody in the book. It's a person in the book.
It's a person in the book, yes. And are there different types of characters in a book? Yes, Will?
Uh, yeah, there can be like good and like bad characters.
Yeah, there can be good and bad characters. Can there be like one character that is in the whole story? What's the one person? So when
You
there's
mean
like when there's someone who is constantly throughout the story who's always there, what kind of character is that? And make sure we raise our hand before we answer too. Jayla?
That's the main character, right?
Yeah, that is the main character. Good job. Emily, were you writing something down for us?
No, I was just drawing.
Okay. Well, we need to focus on the discussion that we're having right now, and you can draw at a different time, all right? Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So then that's the character. So does anybody know what a theme is in a book? What the word theme means?
Theme?
Yep, make sure we raise our hand first before we answer any questions. If we need some help, I can help you out. Does anybody want to take a guess at all? No? Mina, do you want to take a guess at what a theme might be?
Oh, well, I think it might have to do with what it's about.
Yeah, good job. You're getting there for sure. Does anybody else want to add?
I don't know.
You don't know? So Mina's definitely right that it's what it's about. It's a theme. So it's what's constantly going on. So like in the first chapter that you guys read in Bud and Buddy, what do you think the theme would have been? Yes, Jayla?
So it's about a boy who's in a foster home.
Yeah, so that's the theme.
Well,
So
I mean, a boy who lives in an orphanage.
who goes to
Yeah.
a foster home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think themes can change in a chapter, or do you think the theme stays throughout the whole book? What do we think? Emily, do you want to take a guess at that?
I think it's probably the same thing in the whole book.
The same theme in the whole book?
I think it's about, yeah.
Yeah. Carlos, did you want to add something? I know you raised your hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably doesn't change because it has to be about the same thing, because if it changed, it would probably be confusing, I think.
Yeah.
Because then you'd have to talk about some other stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So a theme in a book always stays the same and it stays on topic. So it focuses on one thing and it focuses on it sets the tone for the story. What can change in a book is like characters or settings. So we talked about there's different types of characters, right? What kind of characters did we say there was? When it's the same character through a book, what kind of character was there? Hey, Will, do you think you can tell me what the person who is the same character throughout the book, can you tell me what kind of character that is?
The same kind of character?
So it's the same character throughout the book.
I don't know. I don't know.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. They're always consistent and they stay throughout. So go ahead.
I didn't hear.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
didn't hear.
Did anybody else hear that they could help Will out?
No, I got distracted.
All right, well, let's stay on focus. So a character, when it's the same character throughout the book, that's called a main character because they're constant. So that's who the book is
Oh yeah.
about, right? So
Oh yeah,
Will,
I remember because that's what I said. That's what I said.
that is what you said, Jayla. So Will, what is a character that is the same throughout the book?
A main character.
Yeah, good job. And so then there's the theme. What did we say about the theme of a book? Does anybody want to take a guess at that? Carlos?
You said the theme is like what it's about.
Yeah, so it's what it's about. And it always stays the same, right? The main theme stays the same.
Right.
Right. So do you know what can change throughout a book? Jayla, can you put your phone away for me, please?
Shayla, you're not supposed to have your phone out.
Mina,
I know. I'm gonna put it away.
Jayla, I need you to put it away now, please. Thank you. We saved the phone
I
for.
did.
Did you turn it off?
Yeah. Oh. Let me make sure I turn it off.
Yeah. Can we turn it off? We're going to save our phone before school and after
Yeah,
school, not
I
during
turned
class.
it off.
All right, please put it away. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So then there's the setting in a book. Does anybody know what a setting is? Mina?
I know. The setting is like where it takes place, and I know because I do plays, and like we have to know what the setting is too.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good comparison. So does anybody think that a setting can change? Yes, Will.
Yeah, because I think the characters, they can go different places.
They can go different places. Yep. So in the first chapter, where do you think the setting was in Bud Not Buddy? Emily?
it was in the orphanage. Yeah, it was in the orphanage.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to add? Were there any other settings in that first chapter? Mina?
Yes, it was also because like the when it happened is also setting. So like it was the depression.
Yeah, so that's also a good one. So that was the broad setting, right?
Yeah.
And then what was the
Yeah.
Emily gave what?
I know that from my plays.
Yeah, that's a good comparison to remember it by. So you're giving the time period that it happens more so than, and Emily is giving the actual place that it happened.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Does anybody else want to add
Yes.
anything to that? It's okay. How many
No.
characters? How many characters?
Is there something else?
I
Is there
don't believe.
something else to add to that?
No. Let's add. Who are the characters in the first chapter? Yes, Jayla? Or we'll ask Carlos since Carlos hasn't gotten a chance to talk a lot.
So Bud was in there, and Jerry and the lady who was like running the orphanage, and then like the other boys, but nobody else said anything, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they're important, but they're not really that important.
So what kind of, so then who would Bud be then? Is he,
Bud's the main character.
good job. Yeah, he's the main character. So is the story going to be about him the whole time then probably?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I definitely think so too. So we've got that down. So we know who the characters are in the book, right? In the first chapter. We know the setting, right, Will? We know where the book is happening, right? So what do you think the theme of the book, if you had to guess at what a theme of the book might be in the first chapter, what would you say? It's a little hard to tell this early, but could you take a guess at what you might think the theme would be?
Me?
It doesn't matter, anybody. Jayla?
I mean, I think we already said it, but I think it's about like Buddy being sad and having to go to a foster home.
Yeah, so it's going to be about his adventure from going from an orphanage to a foster home, right? And finding a family.
Yeah.
So that would probably be the theme of the book then.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you guys have any more questions then? Anything about books, or it has to be about the book or about characters or themes or settings? Does anybody want to take a guess at what they think is going to happen in the second chapter?
Oh, I do.
Mina?
So I think that Bud is gonna find out like where his dad is, or the guy that he thinks his dad is. I think he's gonna try and find him.
You think? And what do you think he's going to do when he finds him?
He's probably going to ask him if he's his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so
too.
Is that what you think is going to happen, Jayla? Did you want to add anything to that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I think he's gonna find him, and he'll probably find him at that place that he's gonna be playing at, and he's gonna hear him play, and then he's gonna go up to him.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's probably gonna happen like that. Yep.
maybe. Does anybody else want to take a guess at what they think will happen chapter 2?
I think.
Hold on, Carlos is raising his hand. We're raising hands, Will. So if you'd like to go, you can go after Carlos because Carlos raised his hand.
I think that like he might even make friends with the guy that he's gonna move in with, because they have a son that's like 12 years old, and so he thinks the guy is gonna fight him, but they might make friends.
Yeah, they just might for sure. So I guess we'll have to see. Well, good job on the introduction for that today. And then.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off, but great job. I just wanted, in the interest of time, just wanted to have a reflection with you. So thanks so much for participating in this scenario.
Yeah.
So overall, how are you feeling after the scenario?
I'm feeling all right about it.
Okay. So how did you think it went? How did you think it went overall?
It went all right. It could have gone a little better, maybe.
Okay. And why do you say that? What do you think could have gone better?
The discussion may have gone a little more in depth. I guess it could have been more meaningful. I just felt like it wasn't very meaningful.
Okay. Well, I noticed that you asked a lot of questions, asked their opinions about basically about a lot of things, about characters, about themes, and so you definitely had a thorough discussion about those terminology, main character, those things.
Yeah.
Was there anything in particular that you feel like you could have gone in depth more on? I mean, thinking about it now.
I don't know. I guess just maybe gone more in depth about what specifically happened to the characters in the first chapter instead of just giving broad statements on it.
Yeah, yeah. I that might have been a great opportunity to really talk about what happened with the character and a lot maybe you could have asked them to share their opinions of what happened and how they felt about certain things. So yeah, I definitely think that yeah, that would have definitely helped have a more in-depth conversation. I think you would have been able to accomplish that much more. So
Yeah.
yes, great thing to keep in mind. So if you had a chance to do this again, obviously you just made one suggestion for what you could have done. Anything else? If you had a chance to do it again, anything else you want to improve upon?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, okay, great, great. And so let me ask you, what is one takeaway from this experience that you'll take with you and may even use in a real life situation?
Um, just to try to keep the kids focused and interact with them, maybe do something more interactive than a discussion because they might just get bored with just talking.
Yes, yes. Do you have any ideas right now about anything else more interactive?
Maybe participate in maybe like a writing prompt of some sorts.
Ah, nice. Okay, good idea. Great idea. Great idea. Well, thank you so much for your participation. And obviously you can go ahead and stop recording, and it will be available to you.